From WFRV TV Local 5, your local election headquarters, this is Newsmaker Sunday with your host, Tom Zalaski.
Good morning. Welcome to Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Tom Zalaski. On April 2nd, voters in Green Bay will decide who will become the next mayor of this city. The incumbent, Jim Schmitt, will not run for another term. He will be leaving office that he has held since 2003. Patrick Buckley and Eric Genrich are the two candidates running to replace him. On this edition of Newsmaker Sunday, we talk with Patrick Buckley, former law enforcement officer serving with the La Crosse Sheriff's Office and the Green Bay Police Department. He also has experience in politics after serving on the Brown County Board and the Green Bay City Council. He is also a successful businessman, owning several Subway restaurants across Northeast Wisconsin. A repeat guest on our program this morning. Patrick, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Much appreciated. What have you learned since the primary between then and now about this campaign?
Well, we had to hit the ground running. I mean, it's such a short time from the primary really to
election day, yes.
Election day. And the work. It's a lot of work to get out and talk to people. And every afternoon, no matter what the weather's been, get out there and knock on doors. And it's been really rewarding because until you actually do that and listen to some of the concerns of the citizens that are out there, you don't realize what kind of shape some of the residents of Green Bay are in, both from a tax standpoint, the property tax standpoint, or wanting to talk about the roads or other issues that come to mind for them in the city.
What are you hearing about the roads? What's their answer? What's their biggest gripe?
The lack of attention given to the roads. And I really think that, and everybody understands that infrastructure isn't, they don't expect every road to be taken care of in 1 year. But I think a lot of it is the lack of information that they get on what's being done in the city. And I think that they feel for the amount of taxes they are paying, and they are paying a lot of taxes because Green Bay is one of the higher tax municipalities in Brown County, that more should be being done. And when I look at roads, I use the example of Webster Avenue or Hinkle Road. People avoid those roads because they are so bad. I mean, there's gaping holes in the road. And I don't care how good your vehicle is, your suspension is, it cannot be good for you. And especially this time of year, we don't have any motorcycles or a lot of bicycles out there. But as we start getting, hopefully, into spring soon, that could be very dangerous for them.
Sure. Is the wheel tax the way to go, or do you see something else to cover those costs?
My opinion is the wheel tax is not the way to go because when asked, I was told that the majority of the money wasn't actually going towards roads. It was going towards other programs within the city, which is very frustrating. It should all be going towards roads. But I think a big part of it should be coming out of our existing property taxes. Right now, the city bonds for all those roads that they do. And we have to change that, that practice because we're never going to get out of the debt the city's in, continually bonding every year for roads. It has to be a part of our existing property tax budget.
Where are the problem areas? You mentioned Webster. Is it the main roads that we're having problems with, or is it more the neighborhoods, the side roads?
All roads.
Everything.
I mean, you can look at from earlier last year where a lot of this really started getting going was on Hillcrest Road when some of the residents out there were going to be assessed $30,000 to $60,000.
Right.
That road wasn't meant to be a major thoroughfare. That was a country road, and now it gets over 800 cars a day. That's not what it's meant for. And on top of it, it was built on a swamp, so it's not going to last with all that traffic. Like I mentioned, Hinkle Road. A very commercialized area, a lot of truck traffic and vehicular traffic with the festival and the Walmart and the industrial park back there. Webster Avenue, heavily traveled road, especially with a lot of the rescue vehicles coming off of 43 and use that road. Terrible road to come down. And then I've been in a lot of neighborhood roads. They're just not good. And I think we need more of a comprehensive plan so that people can actually look forward to what is being done with the roads.
Mayor Schmitt has put an awful lot of time and effort into development of downtown. You've been with him on some of those major projects. Has it been a success in your view?
I think downtown is coming along fantastic. They've got a lot of great things happening. They've got a lot of things that are on the docket to come forward. Some affordable housing for our young professionals moving downtown. But I think it's time we move beyond downtown and start focusing on Lombardi Avenue. The Far East Side has a lot of room for growth, and as well as there's still pockets on the west side where we can grow. They're also doing some great things with some redevelopment things around Whitney Park. We need to expand upon that in other parts of the city as well, because that's what's going to help our overall tax base, so we're not constantly going back to the existing property owners and taxing them more and more and more. We have to develop and increase our tax base, not just keep going back to the same taxpayers.
As the Hotel Northland was being developed, there were some financial questions, some issues that were involved there. How, as mayor, when you look forward to putting in new projects, big projects, do you avoid that kind of a controversy?
I think we need to be very, very transparent in how these deals are put together. I understand you have contracts that need to be done initially in closed session, but you have to have transparency, and people want to know how things are being paid for, and they should know that a lot of times it's done with tax dollars. It may not be city dollars, it may be state or federal dollars, but they have the right to know.
We are back more with mayoral candidate Patrick Buckley right after this, so please stay with us.